Located in the small province of Italy in Modena lies the small city of Maranello, where morning mist meets manufacturing precision. Every Ferrari begins its journey here. But behind each prancing horse emblem lies not just engineering excellence, but the passionate souls who breathed life into these machines. For 7 decades, Ferrari represented the pinnacle of automotive artistry. Each car told the story of innovation, of racing heritage, and how dreams are transformed into reality. But today, we tell a different story. Today, we are going to be talking about Pininfarina's most devoted artisans who helped shape some of these iconic Ferraris back in the 90s. Today, we are going to be talking about Maurizio Corbi. Maurizio Corbi joined Pininfarina in 1989 and since then has been very instrumental in designing some of the most exquisite looking Ferraris from the late 80s to 90s period. Whether it was the F50, the F550 Maranello and the ever famous Ferrari California. But the lot has changed since, especially when it comes to car design. And as Corbi walks the halls of the University of Design in Dehradun and readies himself for a lecture with the younger lot, we wonder what he thinks about the cars of today.
So, another word. Today, all is fast. The language to conserve identity of the brand could be not so easy. The market is worldwide, so the product must be well accepted everywhere. So from a client from Russia, from China, from North America, from India, from Europe. So we must to find balance, from different tastes.
And there is a reason why cars back in the day had an evergreen appeal.
At that time, maybe it was a more romantic era.
Yeah.
Our studio, for example, in our studio, there were only 6 designers, and all Italians. The time to be involved in project was very long, maybe one month. At the time, the life of one model was longer. One model remained on the market for 10, 12, 13 years, maybe also 15. Now all it's too fast. It's fast. The final model remain on the market maybe no more than 5 years.
But while the future remains a fast-paced one, we wanted to know what it was like in the past, when quick turnaround times was not the order of the day.
I started in April 89, and the first project was for Cadillac, a new sedan LSS. I remember that the style of my proposal maybe was more close to the Bertone style, because I worked for Bertone one year later. So my colleagues, maybe your project is too similar at Bertone style, not Pininfarina.
There were more projects that helped him gain confidence, and then saw him give shape to cars like the Ferrari F50.
The project F50 has been very difficult, it's very hard, and the final result a sort of patchwork, because when the Ferrari president at the time was Fusaro. He selected different parts from different designers. So our director, Lorenzo Ramacciotti, decided to give the charge to put all together at one designers. So the car that we know is not made by one hand, but it's made by different designers. The approach for this particular for this project and the emphasis in this project comes from the extremely great success of the F40. So from Ferrari there was a very high expectation. Exactly, it's been a challenge.
And of course, we had to ask him about the Ferrari California, which is a massive departure in terms of looks compared to the others.
The briefing was to design a new cabriolet, Ferrari cabriolet, with taste and with a link at the original California from the 60s. So in effect on the bonnet there is an air intake is exactly the same of the original California. And then introduce the first time for Ferrari the concept CC Coupé Cabriolet with the roof that could be reclined inside of the car.
Okay.
So double versions. No?
But all this has not come easy. Maurizio started sketching at a very young age. In fact, his first sketch was literally a sketch design that he shaped for a car design competition.
I was very, very young, a child, and I had a passion for cars. And I think to be fan of a Ferrari helped me to start to draw Ferraris, to draw cars. It's a sort of vocation, and I was not sure one day to begin a designer. So it's a surprise also for me.
Clearly, the art of sketching still remains close to his heart, which is why he now sketches classic cars as a hobby.
When I started my career, I was younger, and around 30 years, I understood maybe before we must to know what happened before, no? To have a more wide vision of automotive. I learned a lot of the past, and that could be as inspiration when you start a new project for a new car.
Maurizio's design through the design world can be seen as enviable. But the world is changing and the work pressures are higher than ever. And while car designing has come a long way, AI is proving to be a game changer. Has that impacted design or designers?
The AI could be a great opportunity also for car designers. The risk is the company goes to reduce the organic inside of designers, no? Because maybe they need only 50% respect to the actual design studio. We have afraid about AI because we know that it's a very important changement. Now, usually the human, when are in front of a new frontier, we feel we are afraid.
We've always read and heard how the past shapes the future and the future leans on the past. An interaction with Maurizio Corbi was exactly like that. It gave us some much needed perspective to understand how each car shapes the future of the automotive industry. As for the students here at the UPES School of Design in Dehradun, interacting with Maurizio Corbi We can say for sure there's one who's going to be making a difference on the global stage in the world of automotive design. Well, can't wait for the future.